Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of JAX in the jungle here in preseason 13. We have a little guy to help us out. The junglers who benefit most from season 13 are junglers who have weak AoE clears, because your little guy gives you AoE true damage similar to a T-Mat. So when we're clearing raptors or wolves on something like JAX or a Warwick, we can still get through it pretty efficiently. Also, you don't need to start a potion, it's just a waste of gold. You have 3 different jungle item starts, so you can go for the green, blue, or red. Red is damage, green is tanky and tenacity, and blue is speed. I wouldn't recommend blue on many junglers, mainly just Nunu. I'll actually hold on to my normal word. Having normal word on JAX is nice for escapes and chase downs. We're going to start with E. We took Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Free Boots, Cosmic, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. For our build, I'm thinking we go for Divine Sunder straight into Spear of Shojin for a fudge load of ability haste. Spear of Shojin is the first item rush, doesn't do much because it gives you more ability haste the more AD you have. So getting it second, third, or fourth item is a bit more optimal. The green guy is my favorite. I think he looks the coolest. It doesn't make a difference though. The green, blue, or red jungle item all help you the same amount against jungle monsters. They all do true damage and AoE damage. JAX jungle plays especially well against auto attack based champions like Irelia or Fiora or any kind of AD carry. He plays really well against things like Warwick, Xin Zhao, destroys them in solo fights. Every jungler in general will farm a bit healthier, especially in their first clear. With that being said, I've noticed that junglers that have max health damage in their kit tend to clear better after the first clear. For example, I've seen Vi is a bit of an S tier because she has max health damage on her W, so she can get through her camps extremely quickly even after her first clear. Just something I've noticed. But outside of that, we're extremely healthy. We didn't even take refill. And you don't need to start a potion either. You can just start like this, saves the gold. Auto attack W reset. Try to keep your passive stacks up on JAX as much as you can. With that being said, they will fall off whenever you have to cross long distances. I wish that's something they would change on JAX. It would help them out as a jungler a lot if they would stay up like Hecarim Q stacks. Auto attack Q reset. Farming full HP. Being able to clear raptors in your first clear on JAX is really nice. Normally on JAX jungle, you'd kind of have to skip raptors early on. Auto attack W reset. My little guy's all the way over there. He's still doing damage though, but his actual body should be over here. I'm going to go ahead and push out and look for an invade at this point. Well, actually we can do Krug. Scuttle doesn't spawn in until 3:30. We have time to do Krug. We should have pulled red buff a little bit more. Auto attack W reset into E. Looks like Orange ganking top side. That's the new champion. I don't really know his name. It's Cassante. That's a really weird name. Cassante. I think he's a top laner. Normally, new champs, when they come out, they're not good, and then they overbuff them to make them good. They're hard to balance because they overload their kits quite a bit. Auto attack W reset. We don't really need to use E on it, so I'm not going to bother. Orin did a very short clear. He only did 4 camps. Every jungle camp is worth 4 CS, so he's going to have left some stuff up, I'd imagine. Looks like he left some stuff up. I'll help myself. Auto attack W reset. I'm not going to use my E on this. You heal once you kill Gromp anyways, and I don't know where Orin is, so just in case he pathed back towards here. At this point, I'll use it though. He would have been here by now. I would have had vision of him if he was coming. We could look to gank top. He kind of looks like Dr. Mundo. It's weird. They wouldn't even let me buy him. It's like some people are blocked from buying him. Everyone tries to dodge if they don't get him. Orin's bot side. We really have nothing to gank. Might be best move just to recall here. We're on the wrong side of the map. Where cross through will give up vision. And it's going to be a long walk. So we'll back for, I'd say Sheen and then a longsword. Even though Caulfield is going to give us overall probably a faster clear, Sheen gives you more burst damage. It's more usable in ganks. Orange jungle is a decent option. He's just got a slow clears and slower paced ganks. With our team comp, I'm thinking we'll run a 1-3-1 in the late game unless Vlad's fed. They have so much AoE with the Ornn, Veigar, Lux. It's going to be hard to deal with them. Our Ghost is up. We could definitely look for a gank here. Lux is low. If we hug the wall, that thing can't see us. Fun fact. Alright, here we go. I have to cut off the Lux, essentially. We get the double stun, auto attack W reset. Teammates did not really follow that up at all. I don't want to steal this guy's last hits, but I do kind of want XP from it. We spent a lot of time on this. Even though we got a kill, we'll fall behind in XP. This gank took a while, and we burnt a lot of resources on it as well. So once again, I'm not trying to steal his last hits. We're just getting the minions low for him, and now it's going to force the enemies back to lane, and they'll miss some minions as well, so our teammates don't really lose out there, as long as we're letting him get last hits. Now we'll look to clear up. Once again, I'm thinking Divine Sunderer into Spirit Shojin. I'm also thinking for Lucid Boots. Basically, you want to get your JAX E on a super low cooldown for team fights. That way you can block all auto attacks and kind of on-hit effects with it. Against them, it's mainly going to be the Irelia, I assume they're top lane champions and on-hit style champ. He's really struggling. Like I said, a lot of new champions, when they first put them out, they are underpowered. And then they usually, once they hit live servers, they still suck and people are playing them wrong. And then what you'll see is all of a sudden they'll Giga buff them into a spot where they break the game. You very well could be underpowered for right now. Auto attack Q reset. Your W and your Q are both great auto resets. You'll generally hold your Q until you need it as a gap closer, at least against champions. So if you're already in range, you'll hold on to it to secure your E stun or once they flash away. They're both shoved up. We'll go bot lane here. I'm missing a chunk of HP, but I have my R. I'll attack W reset. I got my R on. I win this easy. Auto attack W reset. Even if Karma didn't come, with having my level 6 passive and active, she had no chance there. Our Vlad just rage quit or something, though. He's not here. I don't know where Orin's at. I'll ward over the wall, see if he's on his red buff. So we do know he's in the area. I have to leave. I can't stay. I'm missing a lot of HP. It wouldn't make sense to stay. We can't afford Divine Thunder either. This game's going to be really hard to win with a rage quit. Hopefully he comes back. We have free boots, which means we need as many successful ganks and interactions with champions as possible to get our boots faster. Whenever you take free boots, you're incentivized to gank more rather than farm more. With that being said, on JAX, you still usually full clear into gank, unless you're really sure it's going to be a kill. Conquer is decent on JAX. Lethal Tempo is better if you plan on building any on-hit items like Bork. If you plan on taking Bork, Lethal Tempo is 100% better. Plus, attack speed synergizes better with his R. Cool, Vlad's back. That's going to make the game playable. So Vygar doesn't get the AFK free power farm. I'll max my E second, because at that point in the game, we're going to be team fighting. Wow, Irelia is actually kind of popping off there. That's sad. We killed her pretty early there. That should have put her behind. I could pop Ghost. I'm already behind him, though. I don't think we'll need to. We'll smite him to slow. Turn on our E, auto attack, double reset. Down he goes. I am not going to take these last hits. I'm just going to set up the waveform. Even if a teammate's mad, you're sharing the XP. As long as you're not taking the last hits, they usually won't rage quit on you. And now Veigar loses even more XP. I have my Ghost. I could take Dragon here for sure, because I think I saw Orin topside. Yo, you can vote whether or not you want to take it. That's funny. You can actually vote. That's so sick. It doesn't look like any of my teammates are voting, though. That's sick. I'm the only one who's voting. Get the stun. All of her abilities are on cooldown. She's dead. We'll smite her, jump on her, auto attack, W reset. There's nothing much else we could do there. Every jungle item, once you farm enough camps, once you farm 20, you get a blue smite, which slows them and does a bit of true damage. There's no such thing as a red smite anymore of taking reduced damage. Auto attack, W reset. You gotta stay on top of him. So I'm holding on to my stun. We get the stun. Auto attack, W reset. Oh, he's one hit. Nice. We got it. Sick. Love it. I still don't have smite, but it should be doable since my bot lane's crowding me here. Want some vision of the Vygar. Try to burst it down with auto attack, double reset in the Q, and just chunk it really fast. I would rather not gank for this. I don't know if I have a choice though. Yeah, I really gets punked by JAX so hard, it's disgusting. Oh, that's not fun. I still win that fight though. I want to reset. We're sitting on so much gold. I want it back. I don't want to stay like this. The worst things for you to deal with on JAX jungle are people who don't interact with your E. Champions who don't need auto attacks or auto attack based abilities, such as Udyr. AP Udyr doesn't need to auto you to do the bulk of his damage. It's a very annoying matchup. Another champion who's highly problematic for JAX jungle is Zac. Every single one of JAX's abilities doesn't really require an auto attack. Trundle, kind of, only because of his pillar, can completely choke you out of a fight if he holds on to it. Fiddlesticks. Zac, Fiddlesticks, Udyr are the main ones. And in terms of junglers, you absolutely destroy things like Olaf, Warwick, kind of work if you play it right. Xin Zhao, Twitch, Evelyn. Evelyn is on hit base, and you can also pop R for a bunch of magic resist, so she can't chunk you down through her flat magic pen items like Sork's Shoes or the other one. I forget the name of it. I think it's Shadow Flame and Sork's Shoes is the flat magic pen. She won't get good value out of that. Irelia greeting for the kill. Gets baited a little bit. Looks like they all backed. I just wasted a lot of time coming down here. Hey, Lux. She gonna turn around? That's annoying. I'm missing out on a lot of CS. I'm coming bot too much. Should just went for my camps there. They're fighting so hard. It's very tempting to just run at them. Looks like we'll get a red buff here. Look at that. You don't need a team at all. Oh, that's not good. I would like Karma to come and help. I don't think she's going to though. Auto attack double reset. I don't think he has flash. She's dead. 100% she's dead. I have ghost extensions too. They're all gonna die. Everyone dies! Blue Smite. I'm gonna unmute everyone. That's hilarious. Yeah, JAX jungle, baby. When he's got his passive stacked, lethal tempo stack, you do not want to tussle with the muscle at that point. You got to pay attention. If JAX is munching on a tank, if any lethal tempo based champion, conk champ, is munching a tank, and then you come in thinking, I'm going to save the day, really take into account the power of lethal tempo conk. Like, it's not going to be easy, dude. We had an extra 64% attack speed from passive and an extra like 80% attack speed from lethal tempo. And then obviously we were a higher level than them, so everything was working against them there. The only thing they had was people advantage. It's only going to do so much for them. I like not having to rush Bomby, Cinder, or Titanic on JAX to be able to clear camps. Our little friend here does quite a bit of work, saves us many autos on Krugs and Raptors. JAX feels awesome. I'm super excited. JAX Jungle Season 13. They have the voting function, but no one's even voting. No one cares. I guess my vote's the only one that counts. It seems like whenever you start the camp, it just gives everyone the option to vote. Most people don't, though. It's cool, though. If your teammates tries to make a horrible Baron call in the late game, everyone can shut it down if they really want to. Karma hits him with the slow. I wouldn't even... Him throwing out the rock there isn't going to do anything. I need a ward to jump to, bro. I needed her to put a ward on the wall. Auto attack. W reset. Got the Eon. I think he just knows. He tried to burst us. We didn't even need to use R, though. Lethal tempo full stack. We can clear this really fast. Sick. 89 CS. I say we take the drag. I think this is going to make teams take objectives way more consistently. I think this is going to help out low elo a lot, where people just forget to take dragons, because it's basically, yeah, look, 4 people voted. Everyone wants to take it. So now everyone's on the same page and everyone's thinking about it because it's on the screen. It's kind of like an advertisement. You see it and then bam, all of a sudden you're thinking about it. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Please report Irelia, says Cassante. What a beast. Yeah, and then Fiora says you're inting. My Fiora was trying to pick the new champ. Everyone's trying to play the new champ, and then they're really butthurt when they don't get it. I didn't even want to play the new champ because I don't think he looks cool. I think he looks like a Game Boy Advance character. He looks super low quality. Even the profile picture for that character, like the face pick, when you go to pick him, doesn't look good. It looks super low res and grainy. There's no like contrast, so nothing pops on it. It's just doo-doo feces. Kind of like the Kiana art. How Kiana looks like one of those cheap game advertisement that pops up. Are you 12 years or older? Like those type of games. Or I guess 18 years and older. That'd be kind of creepy if it said 12 years and older. They're shoving in topside. He's getting tanky. Spear of Shojin into, I'd say Cleaver. I want as much ability haste as possible for the W resets, Q jumps, and the E stuns. Every one of JAX's abilities is extremely high value. None of them are throwaway. Now, if his R didn't have the triple hit passive to where you chunk him, then his W would be a bit of a throwaway ability. But since that synergizes so hard, it's really good. He's gonna flash if he has it. Wait, whoa, he got really far away there. He's actually gonna get away from me. Oh! There's no way. Yeah, he actually just gets away. I had a late wall jump. He's gonna at least have to reset, and we traded our ghost for his flash. Flash being a minute and a half longer cooldown. Since we're so much more fed than him, it's kind of a good trade for him, even though it shouldn't be. The cooldown difference. Whee! Yeah, they make those blast cones shoot you farther now. Oh, I laid it on the wrong turret. I didn't even realize that one was up. That's not ideal. Hey, let's get it. Psych. These fruits don't slow you down, and they also shield you now. We'll build up our attack speed off passive here, and then they can try to fight us. They'll get destroyed. We have an extra 64% attack speed. It's like 2 full attack speed items. He looks tanky. He looks like a Mundo, bro. That looks like legit like a fancy boy Mundo skin. Down he goes. Kind of running out of minions here. He loses the turret. That's kind of weird that it won't let me buy Cassante. Oh, she's BMing him, dude. Feels bad. I should just take that from her, whatever. We're both 10 kills. At this point on JAX jungle, you have the option of team fighting. If you feel like you have the stronger team fight because you got the bigger backline or the enemies are behind, that's fine. Just team fight, play around objectives. Otherwise, you can, around 18-19 minute mark, start running a 1-3-1 where you split push and don't group. JAX is really hard to match in a split. The only champion who can consistently beat JAX in a split is Nasus. Outside of that, if JAX has the right items, he can even solo Malphite it. So I'd say split pushing is always an option on JAX. Just don't do it pre 18 minute mark. Otherwise, you'll get reduced gold and XP from minions. If you farm too many minions pre 20 minute mark, until after the 20 minute mark, you get less gold and XP from them. So at this point in the game, it's perfectly fine. Auto attack W reset. Oh, he built that one item where if he hits you after it charges, he gets permanent HP. It's kind of interesting. Back off and play for dragon. So when I ping it out, yeah, look, everyone clicks take it. So whenever you ping it, it gives you the option to vote. That's sick. Everyone says yes, no one said no. That's hilarious. I'm down to take. Everyone's just voting yes. My E, I can spam it. Our E is only on a 4-second cooldown. Spear of Shojin is giving us a fudge load of ability haste. On your non-ultimate cooldown abilities, that is. And you also gain, let me read it. You gain up to 50% increased movement speed based on your missing health. So it also gives you a bunch of movement speed besides ability haste, which is kind of sick. Movement speed obviously being very helpful for staying on top of people and whatnot. Your smite gets all the way up to 1200 damage once your item's finished. And at this point, we're getting, from our jungle item we've absorbed deep inside, 20% tenacity and this constant shield that the enemies have to break. The tenacity is obviously really nice because then you don't have to go for merc treads, which lets you get great value out of lucids since lucids are inexpensive and high value. Look how fast we are. Fudge. Goodbye, Vigar. This game is absolutely over. 10,000%. It's a quad. They did have the better scaling for a true 5v5 team fight. Their lose con was basically me getting fed, Fiora, or Vlad. If we had one big fed person, they don't have a single great champion for matching that guy in a split. So, like I said, if Vlad's really fed, we can team fight, or he can split. If I'm fed, I can split. If Fiora's fed, she can split. And they have no one to send. It's one of the toughest things. If you're playing against a team split style comp, you absolutely need to stay alive and don't give them solo kills. Otherwise, the Fiora will call you a noob in all chat and terrorize you. It's not easy to play against Fiora as a tank if you're stacking armor, because she does a bunch of true damage anyways, so I'm not a big fan of playing against that champ. And that's it. They quit. The power of JAX jungle. Let's take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we were higher than anyone on the enemy team, but not the highest in the game. Feels bad. For damage taken, we were middle of the pack-ish for self-mitigated. We mitigated a lot with our E, obviously. One of the higher ones in the game. For runes, great value. You can go for Conqueror if you do intend on building Bork at some point, or any on-hit style item like Wit's End. I would highly recommend Lethal Tempo because it already synergizes with your R on hit and your passive attack speed. So going Conqueror on JAX jungle, it's not as good as Lethal Tempo in my opinion. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.